The two-question determination. Let's say you're working at a hardware store, or a grocery store, or a pharmacy, and you have a no pets policy. The veteran with a service dog is walking towards your door. What should you do? Should you proceed to just open the door for them, or explain, "We have a no pets policy. We can't let you in here"? Neither of the two would necessarily be appropriate unless it's a repeat visit of that veteran and service dog, and then you will have already asked the two permissible questions if it's not immediately obvious what the service dog's use is. The two questions you can ask: is this a service animal required due to a disability? And what work or task was the animal trained to perform? You may never ask about the person's actual disability, nature or extent of it, nor can you request a copy of training documentation or certification. You will, however, be in a position to let that veteran or recipient of a service dog know that if they're moving into a building with a no pets policy, they can make a request for reasonable accommodation. In the case of a grocery store or hardware store or a pharmacy, reasonable accommodation has already been provided based on Americans with Disability and what has been given for people in wheelchairs. By granting such accommodation request, if you work for a building that has no pets policy, you are a housing provider that is honoring not just Americans with Disability, but also federal fair housing laws. If a landlord has a no pets policy and in their advertising they state no pets, that means assistance animals too, that is never permissible to outwardly discriminate against anyone with Americans with Disability. But most importantly, it's very obvious what the problem is there: education. So if it is somebody with a disability that is PTSD and they are asked those two questions, their answer shall always be, "The dog keeps me calm." In this case, you can see Mark LaFlamme's service dog, Allie, is trained to be with him, to be paying attention, to be under control. And we have a leash law, but in this case, he's showing how the dog is in immediate control based on the dog listening to his voice commands, watching his hand movements, and also watching his face. You'll never see a PTSD recipient with a service dog like this putting on a mask, because it's important for the dog to be able to not just sense the change of their recipient's demeanor, but also to see it on their face. Even when you see me out in field training in just a moment, I don't even put on sunglasses, because it's important for the dog to register facial movements, voice, and the whole package allows the dog to be finely tuned to the recipient, which Allie is and continues to be. These are not family dogs. They are prescribed, but they are not a pill. They are a furry ball of fun provided by the National PTSD Service Association, the veterans and first responders with PTSD, and they come by referral of their PTSD provider, doctor, psychologist, or psychiatrist. Now you'll get to see me in action with a couple of those service dogs that were out in field training having a lot of fun.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Do I do that? No. Because I don't want her to get injured. I'm just out here having fun, and she's obviously like, what are we going to do next, and not waiting for me. But I'm going to get back on it, and I'm going to have her jump the lower, but she can clear this. You'll see her just float over it. We'll do that right now.
It's amazing. Watch this, watch this.
Is really protection-oriented. Hi, thank you. Good. Watch this, she'll jump with the ball in her mouth. Out. Go.
Nice throw, nice throw.
I'm never gonna stick my hand in that dog's mouth to get that ball. Good. Well, I'm a little out of breath. That's on me. So, Holly,
Yes.
I'm gonna let you do whatever you can do to film, and I'm gonna go
Okay.
give her a reward. She hasn't eaten today, so
Oh my
now
gosh.
she's gonna eat.
Hungry. What am I gonna do?